Hello, my name is Gary, and I was raised in the western United States, so I'm a native English speaker. I hope that you will enjoy this YouTube channel. Thank you for joining us. In central Japan, a spider weaves her web in a field of growing rice. Rice has been a part of Japan for so long that it has shaped the land. Indeed, it has become so much a part of the Japanese landscape that it has created a unique environment, essential to both the people who created it and the wild animals that now share it. Japan is a country of steep mountains, surrounding wide flat plains where people have lived for thousands of years. The country's largest freshwater lake, Lake Biwa, lies not far from the ancient city of Kyoto. The slopes that stretch down towards the lake have been terraced. Rice seedlings need shallow water in which to grow, and the neat, meticulously constructed paddy fields provide just this. Some of them have been cultivated continuously for thousands of years. Alongside them stand patches of woodland where, for centuries, the people have found their fuel and their food. This is a land that has been touched by people, yet the people tread lightly upon it. It's a land that has been ruled for centuries by the demands of the rice, yet it's still dominated by the rhythmic cycle of the seasons as they change throughout the year. This is a landscape that the Japanese people hold so close to their hearts that they have a special word for it. They call these places where the forested mountains meet the terraces of rice, Satoyama. It's April now. The days are lengthening and it's getting warmer. Spring is on its way. As the progressing year brings changes to the country, there is also another rhythm which transforms the land, as it has done for centuries. Early in the spring, the dry fields are turned into wetlands. The cold mountain water spreads over the dry fields. As they slowly fill, the water once again links them both to the mountains above and to Lake Biwa below. Gradually it seeps into the earth, reawakening the soil after the frozen months of winter and rousing the small creatures that have lain dormant there since the autumn. Mountain water is rich in nutrients, so each year its return enhances the fertility of rice fields. Early spring is a time of intense work for the farmers as they prepare their fields for the rice. Satoyama is an environment created by human beings, certainly, but it's also one that is in harmony with the natural world that surrounds it. Animals on all sides are awaiting the return of the water. Woken from her hibernation and attracted by the fresh scent of water, a pond turtle moves down into his new wetland. Here she will mate, and in a few days' time she will lay her eggs on the terrace banks. Tree frogs return to the flooded paddies to feed and to spawn. Insects of many kinds gradually appear. Over 1,000 different species of them will eventually find what they need in the rice fields. A fire-bellied newt starts its search for food. Some creatures have come to the flooded fields from a considerable distance away. Many of these small creatures become prey for water birds, which time their arrivals to coincide with the flooding of the terraces. The rhythm of change from wet to dry and back again was imposed on this landscape by farmers so long ago that it has now become an integral part of the workings of the natural world. Irrigation canals lined with cement link these terraced fields to Lake Biwa, and on a spring night in May, catfish from the lake fight their way up, struggling against the flow of the water. The flooding of the terraced fields combined with seasonal rain has created many waterways that lead down to the lake. For the catfish, the timing is crucial. One after another, they laboriously make their way up the channels into the newly planted rice paddies. They have spent the winter in the deep waters of the lake, but now they need shallow water and mud in which to lay their eggs. Satoyama provides them with exactly what they want. Just before dawn, adult fish congregate in one of the rice paddies and begin to court amongst the newly planted rice seedlings. The female is large and heavy with eggs. A male who is smaller follows her, trying to attract her attention. Entwining his body around hers, he rubs her abdomen, stimulating her to lay her eggs, which he will then fertilize. Their coupling is sometimes so vigorous that they often damage the newly planted rice seedlings, but the farmers nonetheless gladly share their fields with such wild creatures as these. The spawning is all over within a single day. The adult fish then return down the waterways to the lake, leaving behind them countless tiny eggs in the flooded fields.